organizations of each different colors. At least like that's how it came off to me. I know like there's a lot involved in like the vacation planning, and like obviously it's just theoretical, but like you did a good job like taking into consideration like what other people really want. Which is great because it's like pretty applicable to what we do here at SLA and like even what you do in other student organizations. So with that in mind, we're going to take a look at the first reflection question. What would it look like if our organization was made up entirely of one strong color group? Yeah, Jake.
I wouldn't see it's a disaster, but like I went on Blackcaster when we did True Color before we went on trip, and then we had more than half of the group that's orange. So we actually have a vacation, but we're planning our small groups, and apparently our orange plan we're going to see the worst. We're going forever. We're gonna do everything. If we don't have money, we're gonna do volunteer jobs. Let's always go down on that paper. So yeah, I think that would probably look like that trip. And then I don't really know how it's gonna look like in my organization, but on vacation.
Yeah.
I definitely think you need like all the colors balance each other. Like in that last activity when we were planning the vacation, like me as an orange, I wanted to like do a lot of things, go to all these places. Then people of other colors were suggesting, like useful tips such as like, we should think about safety and like the cost aspect, like in planning. So, without that, I would have just wanted to do everything, but wouldn't really have thought of having money for it or if it was safe or not. But having like people of other colors suggesting things, it just helps me. It gives me a new perspective on how to look at everything.
Great. Yeah, Marian.
I think it could become a problem, but it would also be pretty boring because, like, in one sense, like, it's a problem because, like Josh just said, like, you don't have other people to balance what you're lacking, but also it's boring just because you don't have other people to present new ideas. If everyone's thinking with the same mindset, then you just don't, like, no one else is thinking a different way from you. So if there's like a problem you're trying to solve or something, then everyone's approaching it from the same perspective, and so you may not ever reach a conclusion because you might need a different perspective or a different mindset in order to solve the problem.
That's great, yeah.
So I think we kind of answered the second question from the first question, so I'm going to jump to the third one. What did you learn about yourself today? I think that's something really important, that self-reflection is really important, so if anyone could share something new they learned about themselves, that'd be great.
So I've noticed, I've done True Colors 3 times now, and I have seen certain colors like become more prominent during my time at Ohio State. So like I was super, super blue when I first started, then like I was a little bit more gold and I had to kind of choose, and now I'm exactly half gold, half blue. So it's really interesting to see how like my priorities are kind of shifting like as my life is changing.
I guess like the little things, like from the first activity when I was with other orange people, and then I saw that other people, like they like to get involved in a lot of things, and it did, like one of their pet peeves was when they saw people not take advantage of opportunities, and like little things that like I had that were pet peeves I didn't realize that other people had, so it was cool seeing like, oh yeah, like you get mad about that too.
So in addition to that, is there anything you learned about working with others, like specifically with the blended activity when you were working with people of all colors? Is there anything that stood out to you?
So in our group we didn't have like a gold representative, but my gold and blue are the same, so I like figured out that I could flex like that strength,
I guess like you never realize what you're missing until you have someone that's like missing from that piece. Like Nico's super green, he's like bringing out like investing and making money. Like that sounds hard.
I think everyone contributed differently because a lot of people maybe contributing with ideas, but a lot of people might be like didn't have time to like just saying propose a plan. So just I think to put a more emphasis on having like personal interaction with each member on the team, and to know like how can you incorporate everyone's effort into the team. So because I feel like sometimes some people may not feel like helping, or some people may not feel like working on this event, but they want to work on like funny as found or anything.
As someone who is like goals, I think that it was like when we were talking originally, I realized that we all kind of valued when people like get a more of a broad picture and like understand like that people don't have just one point of view and that like different things like that. So I think it really was interesting going straight into the one where you work with others, because I think I was a lot more, granted it was like a vacation idea, so I guess I was more like relaxed about it, but then when we were going through it, I felt like I was a lot more like receptive to other people's ideas or just different things like, oh, let's do this creative thing. I was like, okay, like why not? Like that kind of thing, but usually I'd be like, oh, like do we really want to do that? So I thought that was interesting, having just like thought about how I value that and then like being able to put it right into action.
I thought it was really interesting doing that activity right after we did True Colors, because we went right in the activity and the whole time I was thinking like, oh, now is where I'm gold, so I should be saying like, oh, we need to have a plan to do this. And so like, I was just thinking about like what I should be saying and everything, but then I thought like, in reality, if like I hadn't just done True Colors and like I would be saying this, but that's just who I am, like I would be actually thinking about like what plan we would be doing, and like those are the kinds of things I would be saying. But like in this particular activity, like I was just thinking more about like that's what I should be saying instead of just saying it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like so I thought it was interesting that's like how accurate this was.
Yeah. Alright, this will be our last comment.
So last time I did this activity, we made the vacation with only our color. And so I was with oranges, and it was very like that one was kind of spastic of me, but like that was, the other one was like way worse, if you guys can imagine. And so I like came into this like thinking, okay, like I'm gonna have other people like tone me down now, which is like good. But I was just like thinking like last time we were like this and this and this. It was literally just like this like scribble, and there was like no organization or like where, when, what, like how. Like so this time I was like, okay, like we need to like have like a where, a when, a what. Because last time it was literally just like we should do this and this. It was just like this like giant list that like was incoherent. If that makes sense. So I was like, okay, gotta like add everything.
It's great reflections. I think you guys are all like really understanding the concept of like perspective taking and like knowing and owning your own like perspective and your own values, and like understanding what you bring to a group, but also understanding that like other people have other like values and traits that they bring in too. So like we have to find a way to like work through that to really like brighten everybody's colors. Yeah. We'll do this one real quick because I think it's pretty important. Since we're all in SLA, like how do you see like yourself maybe using or applying what you've learned today in your role in SLA? Yeah.
So in terms of like creating facilitations and everything, I was kind of surprised that I ended up with blue today, because I also find myself to be kind of like the stereotypical